Alles klar. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so I'm ToadsWoot,
And I'm Yadra121.
and today we're running Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, which is quite different from most other Zelda games. You wanna probably explain more?
I want to mention that it's important to say Four Swords Adventures because there's another game, Four Swords, and people confuse that like all the time, and it's annoying. So Four Swords is just the GBA game that came with the Link to the Past remake for the GBA. And Four Swords Adventures is the game we are watching right now for the GameCube. So a huge difference. So this is Four Swords Adventures.
Very important.
Yeah. Okay, most people don't know this game because Link's Crossbow Training has sold more copies than FSA.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, it's rather unknown. This game is designed for multiplayer. For multiplayer, you need the GBA SP with the cam there, and a link cable for each person. But in single player, you can use a GameCube controller, and you will see that later. And our setup is we have technically 2 GBAs connected, but one GBA is a GameCube with a Game Boy player attached, and you can connect that with a cable to the console. And that way you can watch like here, the GBA screen. It's Toad's GBA screen, which he can't see because he has a controller right now since he's playing with the GameCube. And I have just like regular SP.
Oh.
And this is the intro. Toad has to mash text. The text is Japanese. We run on Japanese, not because of text speed really, but there are a few glitches that only work on the Japanese version. But it's like maybe a 4 minutes time difference to NTSC and PLL, so it's not that much. It's just easier to run because some mechanics were changed, and it's annoying to run on non-JPay. However, in multiplayer, JPay is very important for a few glitches.
Yeah.
So yeah, story, the mains get kidnapped by Shadow Link. We have to save them, and we release a bad guy named Body.
Basically, there is no story.
Yeah.
Also, this run is not going to be completely co-op. Instead, it's going to be about 50% co-op, 50% single player. It's more interesting that way, and it's because of Yadra's hands. So.
Yeah, my hands are kind of injured, so I can't play that much.
But it works out very well for a marathon,
Yeah.
I think. So, shouldn't be a problem. Just makes it a little bit more difficult for me, but oh well.
So first thing here is pulling the fourth sword. Very difficult, because you have to move the cursor to the left before you press A.
Practice.
Oh no. But yeah, the special thing about FSA is the stage system. Since this is designed for multiplayer, you have 24 separate stages, and any progress you make, I'm proud of you, any progress you make is like lost in the next stage. Like there exist heart containers and items, but you can only have one item at a time on the A button, and there's like no ammunition or magic. But you lose everything after each stage because multiplayer, like you can switch the player number between every stage or just stop playing. And my ears, the screams in this game are pretty loud, but yeah. So, since this is so stage-based, it's kind of suited for glitches because like you can skip a lot of items that you would need later on in other areas, but since it's a new stage, you can just pick up the items there. So we will skip a lot of things. And also there exist gems in this game. We have no rupees, but force gems. And we need 2,000 of them in each stage, with one exception. But when we have 2,000, we get the power-up sword and can destroy the barrier at the end of the stage. You will see that soon. Okay, that was the intro. Almost 5 minutes.
Time for comedy.
This is 1-1 Lake Hylia. And I'm just gonna like play it kinda relaxed. Because hands. Don't judge me. And the first item we will get is the boomerang. And the boomerang is the most broken item in this game, in multiplayer anyway. Because it allows for a glitch called SBA. It stands for Sick Boomerang Action. And what it does is it nullifies collision with tiles and actors. Or like a no-clip cheat if you want, without cheating. And what you won't see is the backyard skip I will do right now. I lift a rock out of nowhere, and there's an item below it. And he tries to pull it outside to skip a text box. Thanks. So yeah, I'm sorry we didn't like showcase the most important glitch, but no backyard skip. And now I have SBA, I can walk over everything basically. And now I can drop my link here, and I'm already there. Getting some gems. Oh yeah, and when you pick up a big gem, you get like the gem get animation. But if you carry something like an item or link, you won't get it. It's very convenient. Okay, coming up is a very well. Coming up is out of bounds. You have to press X on the first frame. You have control on the GBA screen, and this game runs at 60 FPS.
You should get the gemstone.
Yeah, so it's kind of difficult. I mean, all you have to do is press one button on one frame. So the concept is simple, but since you have only one frame, it's difficult to get it consistently.
Or at all.
Yeah, and what this does is that the other link will be moved on the second frame and So if you press X, he will be dropped on the TV screen and won't be moved. So he was still on the bridge, and you could access him from there. As this skips half of the stage, it's like 2 minutes time save, pretty big. And we try to even out gems. Everyone has like 1,000 roughly.
Good enough.
Because there will be a ranking at the end. It's pretty funny. Not really. Okay. Shit.
Don't get it.
Ah, I want. You could have like bomb shoes. Okay. So that was the first stage. I'm gonna switch to single player now.
Don't forget to save.
Oh, don't turn off the game.
Yeah.
And this is the ranking screen.
Yeah, this is basically why co-op is fairly slow, because this appears after every stage. Something that I wanted to mention at the beginning is that co-op is actually really difficult to pull off, because even just single player in this game is very, very difficult, and then 2 people having to play this game is, yeah, it's basically impossible.
Okay, save. Because if you turn off the GBA, you return to the title screen. So now you have to go back, and I can unplug this and plug it in here. And what we did is we switched to single player mode. So we don't need the screen here right now, but it's okay. This is 1-2, the Cave of No Return. And that's Shadow Link. He appears often in this game. And in this room we will do a trick called Freeze Clip. If we extinguish the fire here, the game will create so-called freeze frames. During these frames you can't move. However, you can still use a C formation. There are 4 formations, by the way. You saw we just pushed purple through the door, because the C right formation is a horizontal line. So he extended to the right of green during the freeze frames, when you have no collision. So we clipped through the door and kept the key to use it in the prior room, because everything's going so fast. It saves 10 seconds. It's pretty cool. I hope I don't make too much noise. I don't know. Oh, and here are trapdoors, so you have to follow a specific path. Here's just a small key. It's always in the same spot. No RNG involved. Except for the pot. The pot you saw, it spawns 25 gems. Greens, blues and reds. So that's 1, 5 and 20 gems. And if you get lucky, you get a lot of 20s.
I didn't get a lot of gems there.
Yeah.
Oops.
And here, you have to be careful. There's a switch to spawn the bridge. And if you hit it twice, the bridge will disappear. And this gem rain, all the gems fall into the void. And this 100 there can also fall down. Like, no matter what. If you get unlucky. And it happened like 3 times in practice, but not today.
Oh, I'm not gonna get enough gems. Whatever.
Yeah. Didn't get that lucky.
Yeah.
But there are a few backup gems and chests here. It's recommended to take the 100 because you get a text box for any gem. Why do you take it? Oh wait, math.
I need more.
Oh good. So yeah, for any gem you get from a chest, you get a text box the first time. So usually if you can, you try to open a chest of a gem type you already gotten the text box of. Rip Taz, by the way. And now we have the Shadowlink fight. We've seen him in the intro and in 1 and 2. But now it's like a serious fight. You can stun him with a bow and attack.
Yeah, we stored an arrow shot during the cutscene.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And now you have to switch to the proper link, and that's it already.
That's a bad position.
And the fights get more complex later on, like more shadow links. The concept's the same though. Okay. So now I have to switch back to multiplayer
Let me save first.
after saving, but I just boot up my GBA. Almost forgot. And we can only switch when we are in the menu to change player. So if you unplug it now, oh well, then you can control. But if you have a GBA connected, the run's dead, basically. So better be safe than sorry.
It also needs to reconnect, but luckily it does it fairly fast, so it's like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, I forgot you control lines.
Thanks.
Stana got us. Thanks. Okay, reorientating. So here's a cutscene skip. I talk to this sign or read it.
Do it faster.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And while I read, I'm like in a different state, and the game can't trigger a cutscene. There's an owl conversation, which didn't happen now. Bomb guy. No.
Jump smash?
No.
Oh. I tried.
Yep. Too many cables. Yo, nice.
Good.
What? Sorry, muscle memory.
So there are little optimizations here and there where my link just gets carried by Yadra, so that I get there faster as well. I also like this screen co-op a bit, although you can see. Nice. Because she also has to get items, so meanwhile I just open the switch, or shoot the switch rather. Unless of course I miss.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a small key here. You can actually show it if
Yeah.
you want. It's not very exciting. Though if you enter the cannons too fast, or shoot rather, you place a bomb and you explode instead of shooting out of it.
So you can probably tell that it is quite difficult to actually play this co-op because you can just get in each other's way quite easily.
Oh yeah, we've managed that quite well up till now.
Yeah, that was a sorted fault. Dude.
My ears.
Sorry.
Dude, I have 600 gems.
Do you really?
I'm sorry.
That's not good. I need a lot
I
then.
mean, I could just like kill myself.
It's fine.
And
It's fine, I'll just get more.
And in this stage, gem distribution is important.
Yeah, for the end. And it's quite difficult to manage gems in general.
Thanks, game. Okay, that's not fine.
It's not, it's whatever. Comedy. We told you at the beginning that there was going to be a lot of comedy.
Actually, I could also play off this, but it's like no delay.
This never happened before there, so.
So now we do the barrier skip. We do SBA again, so I can walk over tires. But there's no way for Toad to get the glitch too, because there's only one boomerang. So what I do is I walk up here, and now I'm stuck. Because there's one exception, which is ledges. You see I respawn there, and... Okay, what happened? Didn't work. Okay. And I can't walk normally, I can only roll or do side-ups. So... Okay, get stuck. I pick him up, I get warped back into the wall, and then I jump out of it. Pretty sick mechanics. And this skips like a minute. Because... It's too loud. You're supposed to get two Sora like fragments, they form a fairy. And when you have the fairy, she destroys the barrier for you, and it's like a long cutscene and takes forever to watch. So this skips over almost 2 minutes.
Also jump storage, whoops.
Okay. And yeah, we do jump storage. You can watch it at Toad's screen on. You jump down in formation, and whatever. Coming up is Phantom Ganon skip.
Basically co-op only. The task can do it in solo as well, but it's very, very difficult.
So this is zombie clipping. We are inside a wall, we can't move out. And I killed Toad. In a multiplayer, you become a zombie if only one player is dead. And if you have a zombie inside a wall, you can move around and like
text box
creep. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. And it's important that he has way more gems than I do, so he gets a 10 seconds penalty. Otherwise you have 3 seconds and you can't make it out of the wall.
Yeah, the person that is currently in first place, so the person who has the most gems, will get a larger penalty for dying. Otherwise it's 3 seconds, which is clearly not enough. Also, the other player was still inside the wall, but because this cutscene is great, it actually spawns the links outside of the wall here. If it didn't do that, we would actually be kind of stuck. There would still kind of be a way out, but it's very inconsistent with boomerang clipping.
Does it work?
Probably, everything works.
No, but the range is limited. But yeah, I get moved out, and it's pretty great. Okay, that was the first world. We saved the first maiden.
This is the most difficult stage in single player, by the way, in my opinion.
Yeah, it has like a few tricks. I could have soft-locked that barrier skip, for example. It's kind of scary.
And there we go again with the result screen.
Yeah.
It's pretty flawless.
Oh yeah, and every time you have SBA, the sick boomerang action glitch, if you die in that state, you can't be revived. So you're permanently a zombie, and if you have a zombie, you can't exit the screen, which technically leads to a soft lock like every time. So if you die, you have to reset the stage. That's kind of scary.
Also, we don't need to save here. Nice.
I guess. Okay.
Flawless.
It's okay.
So this stage doesn't really have much in single player. It has a few things, but in co-op it's basically completely broken because of sick boomerang action.
I tried.
It's fine. Just the enemies are kind of annoying.
Can't roll. That is fun. This section is... I got it. Okay. So here we have 2 boomerangs, the first time actually.
Yeah, and 2 boomerangs is the most broken. Also gonna get a few hearts because we kind of need them.
But you don't want to die, as I said,
Yeah.
because then we are dead. So here I can walk over the water or roll. Like go out of bounds, completely out of bounds, out of the screen, go back here a bit, and then disappear again, and now my Link spawns here, and I can do SBA
now
on
I fly
Toad,
over to the next screen.
and yeah,
It's pretty great.
pretty good. Okay, and that's a like by the way. It's hidden as a, well, disguised as a gem. Okay, and this big bomb, it kills you instantly, no matter what you do. So we wanna go fast here and be gone before it kills us. And yeah, with SBA you can like skip everything.
Basically. There are a few exceptions, but... oh, sorry.
The trick itself, I didn't explain how it works actually, because I was busy with various good. So one player has to be like loose formation, so he has to have a second link and like just stand like this. And then the other player follow the boomerang, and as the boomerang returns, you have to pick up the player. And the boomerang makes you drop him, the link that is. But you're still like not dropping him, and you're still carrying him. Oh, I didn't even... How many jumps do we have?
I think...
And
we
I'm
have
drawing.
enough. Should be fine.
Where's this? Okay. So, and this is the lobster.
Lobster. Oh, please.
It's very difficult, honestly. Like, not even joking. I mean, it can be easy, but it can also be, like, really difficult. Okay.
If you see me randomly spin attack, it's because this game stores spin attacks forever. You roll, and 2 seconds after the roll is done, you press B and you still do a spin attack.
Okay, but about SBA... Oh, yes! He dropped some gems.
Nice.
The optimization.
Now we will lose 0.2 plus seconds on the result screen.
But SBA... There's so much happening in this game. Okay, so SBA. When the boomerang returns, it makes the player carrying the other player. Okay. Toad throws the boomerang. He carries me. The boomerang comes back, the boomerang forces Toad to drop me, but Toad is still carrying me, but I can walk around over like almost everything. And that's how SBA works. Only on the Japanese version. It's kinda obvious that the developers
Doesn't really make sense why it works.
yeah, because
Why it is so
the
broken,
boomerang
rather.
forces you to drop the link, but you're not really dropping it, so it's like a semi-state. And you're also kind of oscillating between where the player is and where you did the thing and no things nobody will understand. But okay. This is the village of the Blue Maiden. It's like a one big puzzle, and here's an owl, and we skip it by walking into the portal. But yeah, if you have played this game casually with friends,
Oh yeah.
you probably don't have friends after that anymore because you hate each other.
This stage is pretty horrible casually. Whoops, it's just a bunch of side quests.
Yeah, it's one big puzzle. You have to find children that are missing because they all disappeared in the Shadow World and they're having fun, while this large line of people here is actually worrying about them and they try to find him. They want to hire a detective, and then you have to play detective basically and find some agents and do like a ton of side quests and find moon pearls and keys and more items just to get a rock's feather, so you can jump over one gap in a house, and there you will get a magic book. And with the magic book you can go to a witch and she will respawn a house, and when you enter that house you can leave the village. It's awesome. But we don't do that in single player, and we do not do that in co-op because no.
But we actually play the minigame. Because we need boots. Boots are pretty good as
Yeah,
well.
we have to go, in multiplayer we have to go here and get the boots, because there's another technique that's multiplayer only, where you, I'll get my link.
Yeah.
You show it right here. It's just called stun clipping because no better name found. You get stunned and clipped through because the formation is extending to the right.
Usually this minigame is kind of difficult if you do it alone, but since we're actually kind of here, we can just easily get the gems and don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, like, this isn't like the most optimal way, I guess, but it's easy and consistent. So. And it's funny. I mean, you just clip into the
Yeah.
minigame and like, cheat, basically. Cool.
Nice cutscene.
And now I can like clip him back, and we escape, stealing all the gems. Oh. So sorry.
Dude, the chicken.
I didn't mean to. Okay, and since we don't do all of the stuff I explained earlier, we just clip through here, and this will lead to the exit. And now I have to get another link, because to get clipped, I have to have two links. Because I need the formation mechanics. Like here. Oh wait, that's just a line.
Oh, with
Oh wait, upper
the
line.
upper one, yeah.
Whatever, man. 1, 2, 3. No.
one more.
1, 2, 3. There. If you time it correctly, you basically walk through the wall.
Nice hitboxes.
I know, right? It's like... the trick is not really difficult, but you have to stand in the correct position, because the stun effect of the bonk only has a certain radius. And if you're too close and stun both links, you can't clip, since both are stunned. So you only want to clip stun one link, the secondary link.
The same as... Oh, of course so.
Uh,
But this
unlucky.
is kind of bad RNG because the other one escaped into the portal. And the wrong one was up there. The later Shadowlings fights are going to be a lot more annoying though.
I agree. Yeah, this is kind of unlucky. Lost like 30 seconds probably, but it doesn't matter, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, wait a sec. Oh shit.
Oh.
Yes. It's just like, if there was a task of this, you could do like small optimizations, losing gems, so you save time on the counting on the resource screen.
Task of a co-op run would be just ridiculous in general. Fortunately, it's not possible with the current dolphin stuff, but maybe in the future someday. I've been waiting for 3 years, so maybe someday.
Meanwhile, Wii U gets all the tools. Not talking
So
about
yeah, because I had to collect all the gems here during the minigame, we lose like 6 seconds here, 9 seconds? Actually 9 seconds.
Why
makes
do I
more
have
sense.
300 gems? Oh, wait, that's
You
from
didn't
the-
have gems. Yeah,
was
the results.
I was confused for a second. Okay, now we switch back to single player, because 2-3 isn't that exciting, and my hands need a rest after 3 stages.
The 2-3 is actually pretty boring co-op wise, so single player is a lot better. Tingle. I forgot
yeah.
about Tingle.
Tingle's Tower is where you can play mini games in multiplayer.
It's Very good.
Okay, so let's switch things up. There we go.
Do it again.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's 2-3 the Eastern Temple. Link to the Past, anyone? Has the music. I mean, this game has a lot of elements from A Link to the Past and Wind Waker. And I need to point out, a lot of people say this game looks like Minish Cap. No. Minish Cap was released after this game, so it's like A Link to the Past and Wind Waker. Though, the Fourth Sword, like story-wise, story-wise, the Fourth Sword is created in the Minish Cap. But, I mean, the game was released after FSA, so FSA can't really steal from Minish Cap. But more about glitches. This is out of bounds again, like in 1-1. My GBA is running. Like before, you have to press X. On the first frame you have control. And then the other links will stay on the TV screen inside the wall. And we need this for like basically 2 glitches. The main thing is zombie storage. If you die in this state, the out of bounds links will turn to zombies because they can't die right now. So you store the death animation, hence zombie storage. And yeah, this death is intended. You have to die 3 times in total.
This is quite a scary trick.
Do you need quiet time?
I don't know. I'm just scared of this trick, even in runs. Okay, this should work though.
You got it. So what happens now is green gets revived. The others like revive and die. So now we have zombies. It's like in multiplayer when you die. Just that there's a time limit and now we don't have one. And blue is still inside the wall on the other side. So he can crawl behind this door in the middle. And this skips a lot of things.
Yeah, quite a lot. Blue's currently just clipping into the door up left. You can't see him, unfortunately, but...
So usually you would go to the left with a slingshot and get a moon pearl and a small key to get a bow. And with a bow you can shoot these eyes here and spawn a bridge. And then you still need the lamp to open the door.
So you can see blue up there.
Yeah, where blue is,
clipped into the wall.
behind the door. And he will revive now, and then we can leave. So then you would go to the right and get another small key and another moon pearl and get bombs and then get a lamp. And then you can open the door. So this might have looked slow, but really you skip a ton of things.
I'm so glad I didn't mess it up.
And now we have an infamous tile room.
Yeah, as Stanner mentioned during his Link's Awakening run, every game, or every Zelda game has a room that looks like this, just tiles flying at you. Hope you're enjoying the Link noises.
Yeah, that may be so bold. The test of this room is brilliant. No, but I didn't say that. But yeah, there's a test of this game up to 4-3. And then there was a new test, currently at 3-2.
Also this room is nice.
Yeah, it creates a lot of lag. And this room is really difficult, because rats are actually the true boss of this game. They're fairly fast and they know where you will go. They react to your inputs within like 2 frames. When I was testing this, I had a lot of fun in this room, because if you want to manipulate them, and like the slightest change of your inputs and they change their direction, and they will like, they know where you are and they just destroy you. So he didn't die and that's good. And now we have the boss fight already. It's Stone Argus, Link to the Past, yay. Concept is fairly easy, you get the boomerang and kill all the small stones. But for the second phase, it gets a bit more interesting, because there's an infamous one circler. That's a meme name. But it's a one cycle strategy, where you can destroy it in 1 cycle. Yeah. But you need the L2 sword to do enough damage.
Get it.
You get 100 still, and a few gems. Also, yeah, you mean like, yeah. But it's very precise. When it was discovered, the person like did it somewhat like easily. They was just trying out the idea, and he got it immediately. And then we tried it and we're like, dude, we can't do it. so it's not really free. You have to do this, but with the L2 sword and very precise inputs. And yeah, with the L1 sword, like the normal sword, you have to do a 2 cycle. Okay, now 3-1 is already back to multiplayer.
Cutscene first anyway.
Oh, right. Stressing out.
You can also get good frames during these cutscenes. Oh. I always think there's text there.
I know. And I think the Red Maiden is the first one that gets annoying. Yeah. And then World 6 too. Okay, World 3, Death Mountain and beautiful Katakana. The first stage is Death Mountain Footholds, and we're just gonna save because we don't want to lose the progress of an entire world. So, okay, this time maybe I get it right. That's wrong one. Okay. I should plug in this first. Thank you. Oh, dude, you have to like keep your stick neutral.
But this is bad.
I'm innocent. And
If you hold the direction on the control stick when you plug in the controller, it just keeps that direction forever.
need my roll set up.
So yeah, this stage features boomerangs as well. So we're gonna see some clipping again. They also randomly decided to add another switch in co-op, which gives you a lot of gems. You will see that on this next screen almost. I still need the boomerang. Whoops. So the switch on the next screen actually makes gem routing in this stage quite easy and very random.
Yeah, so I get like, I don't know, 800 gems here maybe? It's a lot.
Quite a lot, whoops.
Or maybe not really that many, but also, it's a lot of gems. And the funny thing is, at the end of the stage, there will be a rock with 750 gems.
If you hit a boomerang, if you hit an enemy with the boomerang flies back to you immediately. So if that happens, it's kind of not fun.
Oh shit, you got into a ledge. Yeah, it's still a ledge.
Flawless. Yeah.
Kind of.
You can't get out.
Don't jump. Press R. Just mash R. Okay.
Yeah, this is scary, by the way.
Yeah, you can jump out of it without really jumping
I'll just
out
take
of
the
it.
safe route, I guess. All right.
And then you're stuck in the jump out animation, and you have to like you soft lock and you have to restart the stage. There are hearts in here.
Yeah, I'll quickly get a heart.
Oh wait. This room is like annoying.
The screen is very bad.
Okay. What happened? All right.
So as you can see, coordination rather, is actually quite difficult in a game like this. Because so many things just happen, and then enemies also happen.
Yeah, and thanks to the boomerang clipping, we can skip a lot of things, like a bow. Oh, maybe I should do. And a medallion. The medallion's important in single player. You have to carry it through a couple screens, and if you drop it accidentally, you lose your sanity. Oh wait, I want to stop the switch because single player. But in multiplayer, we can skip everything. You don't need the hammer. You would get the hammer after you use the medallion correctly. Get up here, please, and cancel.
I can't. Ledges.
Oh shit. Then.
Okay.
I have to transition kind of precisely here into the corner. Thanks.
That's not good.
Jump down, please,
Yeah.
with one link. And save me. This is going well.
This is flawless.
Okay, I'm just gonna... If I can enter the cave, that would be great, okay? I'm gonna... I got this. That was strategy. This
I'll
ledge
just
here...
jump up here.
This ledge here on this... good frame. Okay. How many gems did we lose? We lost it. Okay,
I
well...
didn't lose too
Dude,
many.
wait. Tingle, can you, like, not take my
Let
gems?
me...
I want to take the
Yeah,
gems back.
okay.
So, okay. Yeah. Alright.
Okay, we did it.
Everything's fine. But yeah, the ledge is very sensitive. You don't even have like to walk against it. Like usually
Yeah,
you
if you
have
just
to
touch the ledge,
yeah,
then it's very dangerous. Also, I'm gonna die again.
support here. There are hearts in here, but okay.
We need some gems here.
I have 700. You have 600. It's like we have way more than we
Okay.
need. Whatever. So this is called disco gems. It's very easy in in multiplayer. You could see all the gems dancing over his head because they kind of have a collision, and if you pick up 4 of them simultaneously, they don't know where to like position themselves. Boom, good stuff. So yeah, in single player it's pretty difficult to execute, but it looks nice. So disco gems is very important for the run.
So I guess this stage actually showed off kind of well what can go wrong in a co-op run.
I forgot about this. I forgot about ranking screen.
Oh. But yeah, I just want to mention a lot that this game is not easy, especially not in co-op.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. If I
Yeah,
must say
better than
so.
I expected actually. I mean, that was quite a big mistake, but still. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest.
You grabbed me. I blame you.
Still.
Yeah, we have a lot chance here. It's
Yeah.
the results screen took a bit longer, but that's okay. So, switching back to single player. Who would have thought? Okay, plugging out. Neutral.
Yeah.
So here's another hour skip. This time with the single player method. If you have information, only green can trigger the cutscene. And now we have the next... Dude, whatever. We move purple through the trigger without activating it. And this is another freeze frame. If you extinguish the flames down here, you can clip in front of the door. And this is kind of minor if you look at the design of this room. However, this way we only need 1 water pot. Or 2 rather. Yeah. So we can keep the other ones without having to go back and get more. Because we need 1 here and that's pretty much it. Back in the day we also need 1 for the flames on the TV screen, left side. But in conjunction...
Also, you can jump down here.
Yeah, this is like the hammer skip. You would need a hammer to hammer down the thing. But if you... Like, these ledges are also very sensitive. So if you barely touch them, you will already jump down. And with the C left spin attack, you can squeeze kinda into the ledge for like a really short duration, and that's enough to jump down. There's like no other instance in this game where this works, so it's kinda lucky. Also, I hate the ledges because the TAS had like a really awesome skip that would save a ton of time, and because of these stupid ledges, it didn't work. I was mad and sad. And this is our early transition. What we did was FLG, the floating link glitch. One of the 2 glitches that are around for a longer time now. In this case, if you carry an item with a non-green and jump, like this, the link carrying the item will remain in the air. And if you select him, he can walk around, but you can't really do much because you have still collision and everything. But you can walk over the trigger for the GBA entrance. So you can walk over the trigger and hit the transition when you throw the item. And shoutouts to Goran Guy because he casually did that and it's pretty amazing. If you have the text box open, you can get killed by the bomb. It's somewhat obvious if you see it, but no one thought about that. It's pretty funny. And now we have FMC, Formation Menu Clipping. you use this to clip into actors, and flames are actors. So you open the menu, and you cancel it, and open it again. And in between your inputs, you want to have 1 frame. Nice, that was very fast. But that looked easy, but the trick is really difficult and precise, because as I said, you need to close the menu. Like we have frame X, and you press B. Then you have to wait 1 frame, and on the frame X plus 2, you have to press Y again. So you have 1 frame where your link can move. And if you do it wrong, your link will get kicked out of the actor, and you have to redo it all over again. And that is for formation.
I don't need this.
Like formation,
Whatever.
formation menu clipping. When you use the formation with reuniting to other links. Here's another old skip. If you squeeze around the trigger with a jump slash. Shout out to Seamaster doing this casually in a race. Like he found it there. I was like just trying, hey, I can do this maybe. But yeah, there's another FMC I will explain later, because this is the boss already. If you have played Wind Waker, if you know him. And in single player it's kinda easy, it's really annoying in co-op, but in single player you throw a bomb, get into the cave, and hammer the mask 4 times. You do this twice for the first cycle. And if you have, if you are lucky, well, this is unlucky. If you are lucky, you get it, he will drop back into the first cave. But if you're unlucky, he does like another round, and you have to use the lower cave, which wastes a few seconds. And for the second cycle now, our phase, okay, you can 1 cycle this if you do very precisely timed jump slashes, because jump slashes do the most damage without any like other items. So if you time that really precisely, like very precise, you can do it in 1 cycle, but usually that's not happening. Okay,
I've never 1 cycled that boss before.
it's free.
Please.
As free as 2, 3, 1 cycle. So it's smart. Okay. And we're switching already.
Yeah, because 3-3 has an
That's right.
important co-op only skip.
Well, 3-3 has 2 boomerangs again, so
Yeah.
we have more sick boomerang action. And skipping a lot of things. Single player route is also interesting, but in co-op we can skip the dongos, and that feels great.
So let's wait a few seconds again. Tingle. Yeah, Tingle always wants to play minigames with you.
Play with Tingle. That's the wrong side.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to.
Oh, sorry. I'm just chilling.
Okay, so gem routing here is actually
Nice.
quite difficult.
Dude, what?
It was actually quite good, but turned into
Yeah.
bad. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, so I got hit on the same frame when I rolled. So that's kind of... Well, it's always funny when that happens. Wait, how many?
Yeah, because then you
Oh,
don't get
I
knocked
can't do the
back.
thing because I'm down health. Sorry.
It's fine.
Kinda want the gems.
I didn't get any reds. Yeah, we are actually quite low on gems because we didn't get any reds from the other one. That's quite unlucky.
And
Usually doesn't happen, but... Oh yeah, if you have the boomerang, you can kill these
Dude.
guys. How? What is
yeah,
this
and
game doing?
we want to kill them. Like you could also bounce them off into the lava, but if you kill the last one, you get 100.
Yeah, you get 100 gems.
And we need the gems. So here's where SBA saves a lot of time. You're supposed to go to the left and enter a tile room again. It's like, I don't know, 1 minute, you know, takes forever.
Actually, this is quite scary.
Oh, you still have it? Okay, don't die, please. You did it again.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
so.
Well, that's the thing about SBA. If you cancel it in the wrong spot, you are trapped behind the door.
Yeah, it's actually quite precise. But now we get to do this
But-
cool thing.
Oops. But
Oops.
okay,
Okay.
thank God.
Whoops.
But
Yadra121.
since boomerang mechanics are kind of broken, I can pull Toad out behind, like from the door, so it's all good. And this fight.
This room is quite. Actually, yeah.
Okay, that was
Still good.
that was good. I'm not complaining.
But the links can get quite demolished there.
That was scary. Thought I would get stuck in the frame, door frame. You know, like
Whoa.
I'm just taking it easy. SP Amy.
Okay.
Wait, what? No.
Yes.
Whatever.
The other way
I'm
around, it's
sorry.
fine.
You can do it. I believe in you. And usually I don't have to do the okay, whatever. Okay. And I just walk through a wall because transition.
That was actually really scary.
Usually you make the cycle, at least in single player. So I don't know what happened there. Oh, yeah. I'm standing right next to Shaolin.
I got the
And
right
it drop gems into the lava. This Shaolin fight is really bad because there are a lot of damage sources in here. Like the flames, they do 1 heart of damage, and you only have 4 at max. And the bombs also do 1 heart. And Shaolin pushes you into the flames, or into the lava, or both. And if you get hit by the flames or bomb, you lose a lot of gems, and they drop into the lava, and you lose gems, and then we are short on gems anyway, so we
yeah,
lose
we
even
don't
more
have a lot
gems.
of gems.
So we probably won't
Always
have
do it for-
we won't have enough gems probably, which is okay. Just have to go back in time, and then we can show back in time at least. Can I get some gems here?
Oh,
Okay.
we do have.
Wow,
Nice.
there were so many
Okay.
20s here.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's surprising.
No back in time then. And we didn't steal that from Twilight Princess. It's actually called back in time. Literally saying that in the English text. So yeah, the dongos, you're supposed to feed them bombs, and that's 3 times for each of them, and it takes forever, and it's like out of your control because
It's actually interesting that we can skip them because usually for boss rooms the screen is locked, which you will actually see
Oh,
later.
shit.
You check the console.
I did it. Oh yeah,
So we actually kind of get lucky with the dodongos. There's also another boss later, but
yeah. About the dongos, you can enter the room without having bombs. So the game designer had to make it that you can leave when you don't have them and come back later. So they don't lock the screen. For Shadow Links, for example, they always lock the screen. And you could glitch into the staircase earlier and leave without fighting them. But then the flag is still set and any screen is locked, so you can't enter the dongle screen. So you have to fight them. And you need gems anyway, so. And no break for me.
sorry.
Sad.
The next stage is fun though. Horses.
Pressing B. Oh, more ranking.
Always the most exciting part after a level.
The stream looks good.
If anyone knows how to skip this,
Yeah,
please
right.
tell us.
Because people know for sure. Oh yeah, and you can do this.
Alright, 4-1 is actually glitchless in single player. How?
But technically glitchless. That's
Yeah,
a skip.
the skip,
And
but
it's banned in glitchless.
yeah.
So it's a glitch.
But yeah, once again, since there are 2 boomerangs in this stage, we can do more in co-op.
Yeah, and this is just a short SK,
Oops.
escort section. It didn't jump slash. Oh well. You can actually jump slash over this trigger here, and then you keep Marlon, and you can actually keep going for a few screens, and she will follow you, but then you're stuck. You can also go on GBA screens, and she turns into like a pixel vomit monster. It's kind of creepy.
Sorry.
Dude, I'm kind of slow right now because my arm hurts. So yeah, in single player we would get a carrot here and carry it through this entire section. Because we will use the horses in an unintended place. But in multiplayer we can keep the horses because we don't need them later. So this section is so many hearts. This section is kind of fast. So we will get a few gems here, because we are usually always short on gems.
Yeah, the gem rate is fairly tight in this level.
And if you kill all enemies on the screen, you get 100 gems in multiplayer.
Yeah, only in co-op. It's the only good co-op edition, almost.
Okay, I have plus 2
That's fun.
And I can get stomped.
I
Yay.
guess I'll just steal your gems.
So yeah, usually you're supposed to find a bow, and for that you have to get some items. And oh yeah, there's an L2 fairy in this game that can upgrade your items. Oh shit, I'm
Get
on
the
the border.
gems.
I'm on the border, I can't.
Oh.
Okay, now I can.
Do we get...
Too much input. So Tingle tried to steal the gems. Do we wanna... Yo!
Wow, we did it. We never get that.
Never happened before.
Counter one.
In a positive way. But yeah, Tingle tries to steal the 1000 gem there, but he can't. Just funny in casual play. But for this stage, usually you're supposed to get Pegasus boots and find an L2 fairy. Did I get this already? You find L2 fairy to upgrade your gear, but we skip all of them, so you will never see any. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and get them.
Yeah, these guys can demolish you.
And when you have the L2 boots, cool. You have to go into the woods. It's like a really long trip just to get the bow, and then you can kill 3 Gomos in the stage. And with that, you get a small, you get a shovel. With the shovel, you can dig a hole and go to where the 1000th gem is. Or you just SBA and walk through the tree. It's fast. Okay, so this is the first jewel fight. There are 4 of them because there are 4 jewels.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a scary skip.
It's extremely
We'll
scary.
see if it works. I'm gonna die.
Don't die. Oh. Okay, let him. Okay. Okay.
I almost died.
How
during
do I get
this
the? Wait. No.
What did you do?
Can you like clip me upwards maybe? Oh shit, you can get here. Cool. Wait. Grab my link.
No, just go and... Yeah, I'll just SBA you. Now I can't anymore.
Don't kill the guy, please.
Can I not grab you?
Just grab my... Can you grab this link? And yeah, put him upwards into the corner. We have more space there. Okay, so...
Flawless.
Okay. How do I get the thing? I have to get upwards again. Oh wait, I can do this, I guess. Just walk here, do this, and pop this here, okay.
Switch and
No.
reunite.
Shit. Okay. Walk to the right. This is really intense because if you drop the medallion, or if you get hit, you will drop it. And if we drop it, then we are stuck and have to do the fight.
Take a link.
Go away from the screen transition. If we go to the left, we will soft lock because we broke the jewel fight, and then we can't go back. So
You're too close to a wall.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's something we didn't mention. If you want to SBA, you cannot be too close to a wall for whatever reason.
Oh, rain.
I'm too close to a wall.
Yeah. Okay, we did it. That was really intense.
Yeah, we kind of had to do an improv there because that has never happened before.
Yeah, in a negative way.
We were never up there without the medallion.
I almost shut down my GBA. It's running. Otherwise, we would be at the title screen now. Coming up is 4-2. The Swamp.
The swamp. Alright, but 1, 3, and 4, 1 are basically the only 2 co-op stages that can be really scary like this, so let's hope the rest goes fluently. Alright, it's time for the Swamp. Shoutouts to the Swamp.
In bold capital letters.
So first I need out of bounds again, so the most consistent trick in this game. Actually, I got it second try. So with that I can just get up here very easily. And let's hope I don't soft lock. Actually, I'm just going to... This is too scary for me. Whoops.
Too spooky. I had to. But yeah, if you when you do out of bounds, you get into a place you're not supposed to go, and then you can transition unintentionally. And if you transition on the wrong spot, you get stuck in the wall. And as a human, there's usually no way to get out of it, so you have to restart and lose like a minute.
Usually it's not too bad to not get stuck there, but because I was in a bad position, and yeah, I was in a bad position. If I held left for a little bit too long there to adjust my position, I would have screen transitioned and just soft locked. It was a little bit too scary. It doesn't really matter anyway, because it only saves like, what, 3 seconds?
Well, the out of bounds in total saves 15 seconds. So yeah, the last part. Well, a few seconds there.
Nice, nice.
Coming up with the infamous lily pad skip. If you stand in a precise position, not too close to the ledge, you can throw further, and then you can make it on the lily pad. And this are like this some other type of lily pad skip. It's like a double jump. If you throw your link and reunite over the swamp, your links get dragged to the link on the swamp, and when you press A on the correct moment, you can jump before you fall down. Because thanks to the reuniting mechanics, there's some sort of acceleration, so you can't drop down until the links are there. So if you jump in a really small window before that, you have a double jump, and you can jump off the swamp, skipping a small puzzle. And we do it here again. This skips a lot more, and it was discovered here. This skips getting the bow, going to a different section of the graveyard, getting 2 small keys and a moon pearl, and going through the moon pearl section. And in here, like, we just need to go here to get this bracelet, and shout out to Dampy, or whatever. And now we can diff this tree. It's like,
It's actually skipped quite a lot of the stage. Whoops.
yeah, just what I said. And here are 2 more trees. The right one you can see has gems in it. And now you're finding gems too. Okay, the boss fight's coming up. This boss is fairly easy in single player, because you can leave 3 links on the switches to light up the torches. They can't get hit because we are controlling purple. So 3 out of 4 yeah. If he goes to the bottom left, you can't hit it. Otherwise. And earlier today, Toad got really unlucky, and the boss moved to the bottom left corner multiple times and unleashed the infamous flamethrower attack, which basically never happens. And it didn't happen this time.
Too bad.
I know, right?
It usually happens in marathon runs.
Yeah, it happened to VB one time. That was pretty funny, I think. It was VB. But yeah, it's like super rare, and basically it doesn't exist when it happened. the swamp. Okay, and now we're already switching back to play.
Oh, 105. Actually, there's one more stage.
Yo! Oh. I was kind of excited for a
I was
second.
also thinking.
It would have been strange.
Yeah.
In single player, if you get World 4 done under 1 hour, you have a really good run. Thank you.
Alright, this stage can also be quite scary because you can get caught, which also means that you'll get world record, but we don't really care about world record too much.
We are too fast, actually. Just like we have a 3-hour estimate. I don't know how much longer the end will take, but we're on a really good pace right now.
Yeah, and we actually want to get caught here the first time. Because on the left side there you can see that there are boomerangs, and you probably know by now what boomerangs do in this game. In co-op at least.
You went there too early. Oh wow.
That's fine. Get it. Also getting a few more gems here because once again the gem rod is fairly tight.
Yeah, because we skipped the boss in this, and the boss has like 800 gems. Forgot the exact number. Okay, this is kind of scary because I don't want to get caught here.
Yeah, if we get caught, we will just be sent back to that little cave thing. You're also going to see another form of boomerang clipping in a second. Real quick. Don't. Okay, this is kind of a scary position, but okay. Yeah, now we need to do this without getting caught, and this is...
You don't have me.
Oh,
Grab me.
reunite first.
Whatever, just go in there.
Okay, this should be fine. Alright, scary part is done. But yeah, if you get caught there, you lose way too much time, so it's better to just be very careful. You can also open chests while the glitch is active, but the key will actually just stay there until I come back into bounds, I guess you could say. I didn't mean to open that door. It's fine though.
Yeah, and usually you're supposed to get the bow here, and then you can light up this place and see where you have to go, because you can only walk on a specific path. Okay, other gem rod worked out.
We had good gems. That's good because, again, this stage is really scary.
Oh, sorry. Okay, and, I'm walking over a big gap right now, just avoid. But I can walk into this door frame, which you can't see. And this gives getting another key and the lamp, and the bow. I think. In single player you have to get the bow, and it's pretty boring to get it. And this is the boss room. And we don't have a lamp, so we can't trigger the boss fight. But we don't need to, because we just SPA.
I'm too close to the wall.
Too fast. Okay, and we are the main room.
Right.
Good stuff.
That went better than expected.
Yeah, and like nobody got caught and nothing crazy happened. So yeah, we're like 10 minutes behind a really good single player run. So that's kind of scary. But in the late game,
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's good, but that's the scary part.
Yeah,
But the late game is a lot more difficult.
that's true.
just don't want to like change the schedule too much. But if I have too much time, we can watch the ESA test or something.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a co-op run, so we don't really know how long exactly this is going to
I
take.
mean, with a true car run, it would be like 3 hours.
Yeah,
but since
probably.
we switch it up to single player is most of the time a bit faster. But I don't expect us to go that fast because of my hand issues. But it's going really well right now, so we'll see. But we also had some issues at the beginning.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, the computer had. So I guess we are fine. Okay, World 5, this is Lost Woods. Very important stage. But it's annoying to play. And this stage is kinda funny because thanks to a glitch we could go to the end pretty much after this fight. But then we wouldn't have any gems. So we still have to go to the majority of the stage and burn like everything because you get gems from that. And this key, we're gonna save it. We do a gap skip here. You throw a link, you reunite mid-air, and then perform a jump slash, and you get more momentum. And since the seed right formation is a horizontal line to the right, you have like more momentum to the right, and purple can reach the other side and then respawns there. And this is like the same thing to the left, but it's a different concept.
Nice.
Then you go to first try, pretty good. Like, this is going so flawlessly, it looks so easy, but really it isn't. But for to the left, you have to stand one tile, like 3 tiles to the wall, so you have basically one free tile because the seat down formation has 4 tiles. So you basically push your links against the wall, and if you roll and keep rolling, that prevents you from falling down. And then you reach the other side, and you drop down, and then the game puts you on the left side because you touched the left side before you fell down. Yeah, and now we get the lamp and we burn everything.
Yeah, since we need a lot of gems and we barely get any in this stage.
Yeah, this stage is kind of unfortunate. It doesn't have like a big gem pool in one place. And this rock here is interesting though. It drops a gem each time you slash it. And you can get like green, blue and red. So 1, 5 and 20. And if you're lucky you get a lot of 20s here. And that changes your gem route, or the route you take in general in the stage.
Scary. I don't want to get grabbed by these, so I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, but if they grab you, well, it can happen easily. You get dragged to the shadow world, and until you, like, once you have returned, the gems have all disappeared. So if that happens, you're kinda screwed. But everything's fine.
What am I doing?
And you lack a few gems.
Yeah, I don't have quite enough.
Okay, that's a good number. That's perfect actually. You could just get a backup 50. Upper right corner.
I don't know where that is.
It's like the lower left corner. You see the mark on the ground.
I just got the 150 probably. I'll get the other 150 as well. Whoops.
Well, I guess that works too. Yeah, this is like the hole you have to dig to get to the end. And since we kept the small key at the beginning, we don't have like another one. And for that you would have to do like a delivery quest. There are some deco scrubs. And they want you to bring 3 items out of 5, I believe. And they are random, like the ones they request. So if you're unlucky, you would have to like get out of your way or backtrack and get the items. So it's really nice to skip that. And it also skips a Goma fight and a little bit of other like nonsense.
Alright, that was fairly smooth. Good cap skips.
Yeah.
But the hard
We
stages are yet to
switch
come
to
for
single
me.
player layout. Just noticed. Okay, here's another skip. Same concept like in 3-2. Since red can trigger the cutscene, you can roll upwards. And if you play this game casually, like again, it's similar to the Village of the Blue Maiden. In this stage, you have to find 10 thieves. They are hidden everywhere. And once you've done that, like it takes a long time, you get a fire rod and can make it rain. And what we do is we just clip through the fire using FMC again, like in 3-2. And now it rains. Because bad flag management. If you were to go back now,
I can't hit them.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
their shield hitbox is pretty good. Like the extends. It's fairly large and they can block a lot of your attacks. And yeah, the Shadow Link fight can go pretty poorly. This one was good because he didn't die and the Shadow Links didn't like escape to the GBA screens.
Well, they did, so I couldn't get the gems.
Oh, I
But
was busy talking.
yeah.
I mean, the main one didn't escape.
Yeah.
And yeah, since we like skipped the entire stage, we have like no gems. But this river section has a ton of gems. And in combination with the Shadow Link fight, you usually have more than enough. And worst case, you go back in time, which would put you back after the Shadow Link fight, so you could swim down this river again and get even more gems.
I won this one too.
Yeah, you're really short now, but that's okay. Well, actually, if you wait for this one, or we don't even need to, but would make the fight easier.
Yeah, I'll be fine then. Actually, quite lucky that they just put so many gems there right after the side quests. So it doesn't even matter if you skip everything. Where is he?
And this is our second jewel fight. We can't skip this one because, but yeah, the reason we were so afraid with the medallion earlier, you need the medallion to unlock the screen, because when you use it, it unlocks the screen for no apparent reason, but it does. So if you want to exit the fight, you need to have a medallion to unlock the screen, but this stage doesn't have one. And we can't really exit or touch the screen transition anyway. Well, technically you can. On the left side there's only one row with spikes, and if you stand right next to it into a jump slash, you can transition to the left. But the screen's locked anyway, and there's no point going back left because we have to go upwards. So we will probably never be able to skip this. Even if you could like do SBA and get like out of bounds.
Yeah, since the screen is just locked.
Yeah, same thing in the next fight. Coming up a bit later. But the last one also has a medallion. And was like the last one can be skipped in single player too. The first one is exclusive to multiplayer.
Oops.
Oh, still running.
Alright, so for 5-3 we're going to switch back to co-op again. And it's quite an interesting level in co-op. There are about 17 routes we could use. Is that accurate?
I don't know. Infinite.
Yeah, it's impossible to route in co-op. Because you can do so many things.
We're just gonna show what's interesting to look at. Because I mean, most people don't know this game, and they wouldn't even like be able to comprehend what we do or what we skip and what we don't. So it doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna make it interesting. Hopefully.
You could probably take the 100 again.
Can I?
Yeah,
Can I though? Big question.
we did it the other times. Should be good.
Yeah, and last time he had to die again, so I don't know about that.
We usually do.
Gem management in this stage is very important again.
Yeah, and also, once again, quite impossible.
Okay, this
Don't get
shit.
the gem. Okay,
I got.
that's bad.
He died inside. Oh my god.
It's fine.
I mean, I think one of the tests has like 20 gems. When we
It's fine, I'll just kill this guy and
kill-
get 100.
Oh yeah. But don't die before me. Okay, we can take damage here on purpose. Because here's another zombie clipping like in 1-3 when we skip the boss fight. So he dies on top of this bomb flower, and when it respawns it clips him. And I get all the gems here. Yeah, you still need to drop a lot more. Bomb flowers are pretty special since they are kinda an actor. They are like a tile with actor properties if you want. And usually, so they only respawn on you because they're actors. And this is like the only thing where we are inside a tile and an actor. And with zombies, you can like just clip into tiles. Because otherwise, if you have a zombie, you can't just walk into walls. There's collision. Okay, you have to. And now we do the hammer clip. It's like the same thing as with the boots. You get stunned, you clip through. And this is very scary because
Yeah, okay. Didn't
Good.
soft lock.
it's it's whatever. It worked out. And now we're just gonna switch items back and forth. This room is multiplayer exclusive. In single player it looks different. Okay,
Nice.
go ahead.
Getting demolished.
Okay, 2,000 gems.
We need 2k gems here because we can't really get any other gems after this part since we're going to be skipping quite a lot. And yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
See, if you mistime it, this happens.
1, 2, 3.
I can't.
It's fine. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Oops. Yeah, the timing is kind of precise. Could be worse, but
Okay, you have to stand further back, I knew it.
is this good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to wait here, basically, because I can't really do much. Could go over there as well, but we only need 1 people over there. And even here, since we're just going to switch a few items, only really 1 person can do it, so
Yeah, we want the boomerang again because it's a good item.
probably wait until I'm... Yeah,
Oh.
because of this.
I'm innocent.
I know. Yeah, clipping into doors is too impossible. Having the other one just...
And you want the boomerang.
yeah. Again, there are multiple routes in this stage, so it's kind of confusing.
Wait, I can do this.
Okay.
And as you might be able to tell, we are skipping the lamp right now because this room is pretty dark otherwise.
Wait. Wait, where is...
I think
Okay.
we're right here.
Yeah,
You have to
wait.
pick it up.
Clipping here is kind of impossible.
Okay.
Okay, how
There we
what
go.
happened there? I don't know. Where are reds? There.
So I need 2 links, so I can get the boomerang cage. And just... Okay, that was
We did it,
flawless.
yeah.
Didn't even get stuck. And I still have SBA active.
That's more difficult than it looks, I guess. I don't know how difficult it looks, but you can't see anything,
Yes,
so...
you can't see anything, so it's like... Yeah, the thing Toad had to do, so I can grab a link, is very precise. And if he messes up, you have to redo it.
I also want to keep these pods because of these enemies here. They're a lot easier if you have pods.
That was flawless.
I guess.
Okay, and yeah, you want to take damage actually.
I'm just rolling down here intentionally because I want to be at low health for this boss fight.
Yeah, Phantom Ganon, and now we actually see him. This time it's a different fight though, because
Take a
we
link.
have... Oh yeah, now we have 4 with them. The one fight we skipped, there was only one Phantom Ganon. And in multiplayer, this fight is pretty difficult because each player has to play tennis, and his aim, and this was a bad spin attack, his aim is really bad sometimes, so it flies like off what fuck hitboxes. And so what we do is we kill Toad, and now he has a text box. And
And
during
now-
the text box, there will only be red balls.
And now the game kind of thinks I'm just not even there in the fight, I guess.
Well, the game is thinking, but yeah.
Yeah, so the red ball actually doesn't switch
I get backstabbed.
to green, and I don't have to slash it. It's very difficult to do this in co-op.
Dude, I did not mean to jump flash. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really claiming that I'm good at the fight, but anyone that has played this
This fight in general isn't easy.
The suffering is
yeah,
real.
because everything can happen.
I just want to get lucky, but it has like super far away. Dude. That will... Sure. Don't even...
Alright.
Okay. So now you have to beat him up. If you... Okay. If you're slow enough, you have to do the whole thing again. It's a nightmare.
I'm glad I didn't have to do that fight, because that fight is just... It's not good.
Yeah, it's kind of easy in single player. Well, kind of. If you're new to the game,
I still die every now and then to this boss in
you can
single
get
player.
destroyed easily. But it's easier it's easier than multiplayer. The Red Maiden has pretty annoying text box.
Yeah, extra texts everywhere.
128. 6-1 is coming up, so gonna switch again.
Going to the...
Oh, my bad. Yeah, rankings going to...
So yeah, because I actually died there, I lost like 700 gems. So the ranking or result screen is going to be a little bit faster than it was supposed to be. Which is also why it's important to get 2000 gems that early. I guess I have to die an extra time though.
It's like 2 seconds for the animation. It's okay.
Would it make a difference if you play single player with Game Boy?
Yeah, slightly. There's a difference in controls because, well, you have only the GBA buttons. And with the game controller, you have the C stick, which you can access the formations with it, and it's powered every frame. So you can do a technique called formation hover, and gap skips are also kinda somewhat impossible with the GBA. But like you can play the game casually; it makes no difference. If you play with the GameCube controller, like we see in the run, the GBA screen will always appear on the TV screen. And if you play with the physical GBA, the screen will be physically on the GBA if you enter a house and stuff. But yeah, for speedruns you want to use the GameCube controller.
Oops.
And this is an unintended push. It's really nice. Yeah, so this is World 6, Desert of Doubt. Also has another nickname I won't say here. And
Kind
this
of
stage,
inappropriate.
I'm gonna save the children. This stage has like the wind, which always ruins like the game capture because you need a high bitrate. But there's a sign at the beginning that tells you you always have to go against the wind, so in the opposite direction where it's blowing from, or into the direction basically.
Did I keep the pearl? Please tell me I kept the pearl. Okay.
So if you don't read that, you will like grieve in this stage. Because if you touch the wrong screen transition, you get warped back to the village at the beginning and you have to do everything all over again. There's only one right path. I mean, most people don't read, so they don't know and then they complain.
I might die here. Actually, you gave me
Hard
hurt.
drop. And this portal here is the only one in single player that is on a timer. So you want to go as fast as possible to get the early cycle. And now it's time for FLG, we saw it earlier. But in this stage, the floating link bridge is really useful. You jump slash a cactus like that, and you gain recoil. And if you keep moving, you have FLG active, and you won't be affected by the quicksand. So you can just walk over it. You are intended to get L2 boots, because with the L2 boots you can walk or run over gaps. But as I said, we skip every single ferry in this game. We'll never see it. So in this stage FLG is really useful, because it's like the only thing it's useful for. Because it doesn't...
Oh,
oh,
I did
you
get
got the
it.
fish, good stuff. And you are still affected by collision and like everything, but not by the quicksand. It's like a small exception.
The other link's drowned. I'm sorry. Whoops.
it's okay.
I'll reset.
And we do it here again, because there's actually like a small gap between each cactus. And with FLG you're not affected by the damage loss, so you can just walk in between them. But only because there's a gap. You can walk over them. And you can still walk against them, and then you lose FLG and get damage. And this is a double bonk strat. It's like a bonk storage if you want. You start dashing information, then you bonk the wall. And before you do that, you have to press L to like cancel the formation. And then you have two bonks. You're bonking on the wall, and when you touch the ground, you can bonk again and change the direction. And that way you can bonk over the gap. It's really nice. Usually it's not used.
Yeah, usually you do a different strat there, but bonking is a lot safer and cool, so...
It looks pretty good. I love this strat, but you always do it at the end of the stage, just for fun. And yeah, here we do another. So about jump storage again, you can see it better here. We jump down the ledge in formation, use the sword to delay the jump of the other links, and release the jump on the TV screen. And they jump into the upper left corner. And from there we can easily go upwards and skip a puzzle. Because we were intended to switch, step on 4 switches and go through a GBA section. Now we have Shadow Link once again. This fight can go horribly wrong, and it is going.
It is going.
Well,
of course.
when you enter the cave, like there's one big room inside the cave, but you can only access each section from outside. So if you get unlucky, he jumps away, and you have to go outside and blow up
Where is he
another.
jumping? Of course.
Yeah, like that. And now you have to go. I think it's the second one. But
I don't know where he is.
might also be the first one. Okay. Yeah, this is like the only one you can access from both sides. Okay. I mean, wasn't
150.
good, but nice. At least he was
Kinda
friendly,
nice.
generous. Yeah, Shadow Links can drop 100 or 150 if you're lucky. I didn't mention that, but gem values.
Now that I have the L2 sword, I can just run through these guys very easily. Unless that happens.
Yeah, this is the third jewel fight. The concept is always the same. But it's the last one we will see.
Dude.
Kinda. I mean, we still will see it, but we don't have to watch the cutscene and fight it. But the cutscene is the bad thing about the fight, because it's like 45 seconds. Can actually check, maybe. And the thing is, at the beginning I said that each stage is like separated. These jewels, they don't do anything. Like, they're just cosmetical. It's like, hey, you got 4 gems, good job. Now you, like, story-wise, you need them to access the Tower of Winds.
They also stole these jewels from Minishka.
Yeah, that too. Even though Minchka was great later, but stole it. Yeah. So, like, we have the 4 jewels here, or 3. And you need them to, like, open the tower. But we will skip the last one, and in the next stage, we will have it anyway. Because you are expected to have it after the stage where you get it, obviously. So the game just sets the flag. It's not like it will even check for flags. Like, it's just a cutscene where the 4 jewels will appear, even though we never get them, but it's okay. Still connected. So, switching back to multiplayer, because here's one glitch that's actually free, like it's easy, it doesn't do the same horrendous things to you it does in single player.
It's more difficult in single player
It's
and it's annoying.
really
It's my least
difficult.
favorite trick and I'm not that great at it, so it's safer to just switch to co-op for this one.
Cool jump splash.
Okay, so there aren't actually any boomerangs in this stage, but the hammer. And as you saw in 5.3, the hammer can also be quite useful.
Sorry. You need my link.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see this part here? There's a switch below, and it opens the door, and you're supposed to have a key to access the switch, or you just do the hammer clip and you get it. And in single player, it's very different.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, this, well, whatever.
That works.
In single player, you have to do an enemy clip, so you have to flip around one of the turtles and push it into a very specific spot, and you only have 3 tries when you poke it, because it will die with the fourth poke.
Where is he going?
Why is it like... okay, just come here please. So single player is really difficult for that trick, and it's like really free in multiplayer. You just do the hammer clip. Doesn't take any skill. You
Yeah,
only
in
need
single
to know.
player you use the Ninja Turtles just to clip. And they are really annoying most of the time.
Yeah, the problem is you can only have 3 pushes.
Ah.
Sometimes it takes you like 5 to 10 tries. Oh wait, we have to clip them, sure. And since we skipped using the key, we can use it here. Skips like 45 seconds of killing more statues and...
Oh,
I can't, okay. GG Link is blocking. Stuff. Okay.
Worst room in the game.
Well, that's 7-2, but this one is also horrible. Can you shoot one down here? Okay. You can go up to the key. The other link, but it's...
Yeah, you have to light the torch on the top right twice, because for some reason the game doesn't register the first one. Something with freeze frames, probably.
But yeah, that's the first ones.
Okay, let's see if we can actually kill these.
I just like do this, but good,
Okay.
escaped. You have, okay.
What
Oh yeah, there was like some things to do. So good.
We actually have a lot of gems. That's quite nice. And now we're going to throw our friends at enemies.
If you can. So for this, you actually have, or you expected to shoot the eye 3 times, and it only opens the eye for a few seconds, and then you have to wait. What you can do is you throw a link at it, and it will damage the Goma. And if you do it 2 times actually, or 3, I forgot. Then it kills the Goma. It's very strange. But
Nice.
okay. This Shadow Link fight is like the worst. It's blue. Okay.
That was really nice.
Especially in single player, a lot of things can go wrong here, but it's like in the village of Blue Lane at the end, just in worse, in terrible condition.
It usually goes a lot worse than that.
This was pretty good, like as good as you can expect it to be.
Yeah. Everything you want from the Shadowlings.
Okay, short stage. No, 6-3. Oh, okay. First we have ranking. Okay.
Oh, I spawned
Huh?
the Tingle Tower.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I get to see
Yeah.
the Tingle Tower.
We need more mini games. What happened to the crowd?
Yeah, again, Tingle always wants to play games with you. Alright, 6-3 has one major thing. Besides that, nothing happens really. Just going through the normal route. Burning a few enemies. Oops. The trick is kind of difficult though. New runners in particular have quite a hard time learning this stage. I can actually slow down here a bit because I have to wait for this thing to explode first.
Yeah, this room is kind of boring.
We used to get out of bounds here actually, which was quite a pain.
Yeah, back in the days. You would
Yeah.
do another zombie clipping, and you would get storage here.
Really happy we don't have to do that anymore.
So yeah, now we have the enemy clip.
It's even better.
Also here you would use a slingshot, and then get a small key, and a moonfall to get a lamp. And then ultimately get boots and L2 boots. But we can skip all of this by using the skip door here. It's not cooperating well most of the time, but we need to lure the Gipto to the right torch into the corner and then stun it, and we place Blue Link into the Gipto. And when you have the Gypto stunned and the blue links inside, you can use the stunned enemy to clip into the tiles. It's like, okay, well. And now you have to bother to a very specific spot. This one.
First
Reunite.
try, nice.
Clap, clap, clap. Reunite and press X. 1 frame later, usually. Sometimes the game's nice and you have 2 frames. Yeah, this trick is really difficult. If you're a new runner, it will take a while. But it looks so easy because like you just get dragged into the wall and then you clip out. But clipping inside is difficult because you can't just clip into normally. And clipping outside is also very precise because usually if you don't press X on the right frame, the blue link who was inside the wall will just respawn next to green, and that's not where you want him to have because you want to have him on the other side. So it's actually like really difficult.
And it's time for everyone's favorite boss.
Shoutouts to DGTL, that's the actor name
Dude.
in the editor. And we have a nice strategy in this game because we have FLG. We can jump slash the head and you get recoil. So if you keep your momentum, you retain FLG, means you can't get hit. And with every new hit, you want to slash the tail and the head at the same time, so you maintain your FLG.
But this boss has a twist. There are 2 of them now.
Oh no. One dies really fast though. It's still kinda easy to get pushed down, or if you actually don't get FLG. But thanks to FLG, this fight is like a vast
Storage.
battle. Didn't drop down, that's very nice. Like usually you drop down once, at least.
Do we have time for a donation?
Sure.
I have a $20 anonymous donation saying thanks for this nice event to all runners and viewers. Special thanks to the staff and organizer. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Anonymous.
That was actually quite a good 6-3.
First try everything, basically.
And didn't fall down.
Yeah.
This cutscene is fairly long.
And now we have rescued 6 main. There's only 1 missing, and that's Zelda. And after that we can fight the final boss. It's still 6 stages. And we are 148 in. The pace, it's too fast.
So the next level 7-1 is considered not great, but it's my favorite level, so let's hope it goes great. Actually has quite some flashy stuff right at the beginning, so...
Oh yeah, 7-1 is pretty broken. It's like so broken that you don't know which route you should do, and it has, at least in a single player, there's clearly a fastest route, which is really unforgiving though. But nice.
What do you think will your time be?
Let's see, we have like 5 minutes. 10, 17, 20. 220? But like we could watch the TAS if you want. It's like 20 minutes of amazing execution if we have, like if we need to fill up the time.
Alright, 7-1, so... flashy stuff at the
Okay.
beginning.
So here we do an ice transition. You roll over the ice with green link and then exit the screen while he's still moving. And thanks to ice mechanics, he keeps his momentum during the transition and like slides to the side into the wall, and then you can get up there. And after that you abused like weird ledge mechanics, jumped over spikes and did more ice transitions and got the bracelet early. It's pretty crazy, honestly. And now we walk through a closed door. Or pop out, rather. And what this accomplishes is you get the power bracelet early, so you don't need the small key to access the house. And if you combine that with the fire rod skip, it saves more time than if you don't do it. But it's still faster than doing the route normally. But Toad's gonna skip the fire rod too. This is like 30 or 40 seconds. Like normally you would go to the upper right and then go a long way into a cave and find a fire rod there. But are not gonna do that. However, we have this medallion here. I'm gonna skip the jewel fight. Going a bit too fast.
Yeah.
We still need a moon portal. A moon portal to spawn a moon portal. Unfortunately, there's a way to skip also, like skip basically everything but bombs, but it's too slow. So we have to go here. And if you time the bombs precisely, most of the penguins here will explode. That was okay.
Yeah,
The
could be better, but
the
could
lower
have been
half
worse.
didn't get it like quite. But
Can also easily die here, so I'll get these hearts here.
if you don't skip the fire rod, you can use it here in this fight. But with bombs, if you have like a perfect setup, it's faster with bombs. Oh yeah, and we clip through the frozen gems with FMC. It's roll FMC. It's different from the FMC we used early in the run, because with roll FMC you have to cancel the menu and open it on the very next frame. And each like clip is basically like a frame perfect input. You have 2 frames and 2 inputs in them. And if you miss one, okay, that was pretty nice. You need 13 consecutive clips, and if you fail one, the game pushes you out of the wall again.
Everything is frame perfect.
Yeah, and this game runs at 60 input frames. I don't know if I mentioned that.
That skip is quite scary, so I'm glad I got it fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I keep saying that, but that's what it is, really. You know, when people like talk about frame perfect tricks in Ocarina of Time, and the game is not running, not even at 30, and this runs 60, so it's like worlds between that.
Lobster.
And we have another lobster fight here. Don't even throw the thing. Lobster on ice is pretty difficult, and the lobster also deals a lot of damage. It's 1 heart if it hits you. And we always call it the lobster. I don't care about the official name. Okay, and now we skip the jewel fight. We're gonna perform another ice transition. So we put red at the border, and then roll over the ice with green. Like this.
Taking very slowly.
Yeah. If you mess it up, you only have 1 try, so you wanna be... You're stuck in this vertical ledge, or horizontal rather. Wait, it's diagonal, there we go. And then you can clip out if you do it correctly, and squeeze the links into this really small gap here. And since we have thrown the medallion, the screen's unlocked, and we can just walk away. That was really good stage.
Yeah, that was nice.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
153. Good bomb.
Alright, so second last stage we're going to do co-op. That one is going to be the very last stage. And as you might be able to guess, the reason why we're going to do this one co-op is because there are 2 boomerangs in the stage. So, it's quite fast. Also, a single player out for this level can be quite annoying as well. Usually should be fine, but this game is pretty good.
Oh. I tried. Yeah, we get the boomerangs right here. So at the beginning of the stage. And it's kind of really lucky that they put them here, because
Select.
You go over there?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted...
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Anyway,
Good job.
it's fine.
No. If you enter the screen immediately, that's like an easy pattern you can do, but whatever.
We had a different strat, yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah, so this stage is basically just fire rod only. Like you would get the fire rod on the right, or to the right. So having boomerangs is kind of like they just did that for the one screen where you can capture the floating gems. But it's like extremely useful in co-op. Okay, I'm gonna do it here. And you can also walk over switches that are frozen. So we don't need the fire rod at all. And we do this here to get gems mostly. We could just clip behind the door. But it's kind of annoying because this room is actually really awful in single player. Because you have bomb shoes and these beautiful bumpers. And here we just get the small key. That's the hard container. And you're stuck.
Uh-oh.
It's in the wrong chest.
Sorry.
We need more comedy,
been,
honestly.
It's been too flawless so far. We certainly need more comedy.
And this is another Shadow Link fight, but
Not
you
too
won't see
close,
much of it, hopefully.
You can trigger this fight very easily. It's actually kind of precise to skip it.
Okay.
Okay.
And SBA, please.
Oh, sorry.
In single player, this fight would be the last one you do, because you also skip the actual last one fight. At the end, it's very slow. Oh, I guess you can just, yeah, whatever.
I guess we're going slow.
Yeah, this looks pretty slow actually,
Probably is.
but it's okay. We're gonna slow down a bit. Oh, dude, single player muscle memory. It's okay.
Well, I had the same problem, so can't say anything. Alright, zero going right, even though we don't have to. That's mainly just because of gems. So once again, the game doesn't really give us enough gems.
You really like hard containers, huh?
I have a lot of them.
That wastes time though. Because in the ranking you get points. That's amazing mechanics in this game. Okay, managed to enter. How did we do this? Oh yeah, with the boomerang.
Almost.
Okay. Like I can just drag him through the ice block, because boomerang mechanics are pretty flawless. And I need to make some space here to navigate. And then I hopefully clip him outside. Okay, there we go.
We need a few more.
Yeah, the gem route in this
Should be fine.
stage is like, well, the gem options aren't that great. And because we skip the fire rod, we skip like any intentional source of getting gems.
I'm actually quite surprised we barely have any gems. Usually you have more.
Let's get 100 here, and that should be fine. Got a combo 20. Oh yeah, there are combo gems in this game. If you, like, for each enemy you kill, your combo counter increments. And if you have 20, for example, 20 kills, you get 20 gems. And for 30 kills, you get 50. And on the porn version, for 80 kills and more, you get 1000 gems raining from the sky. It's like the big triangle. But not on the Japanese version. It's only on PAL. And NTSC gets like, hundreds, I think. A JPEG gives you fairies. It's like lives if you die. And Paul just rains 1000 gems. Pretty great. So yeah, this is the cutscene I was talking about. We only got 2 jewels, but we still see 4 of them. Because we don't really need them. And this spawns 7-3 basically the Tower of Winds. Who has more gems? Let's just blow up together.
Works.
I have more actually. That's okay. Yay! For once I have more. I think I'm always losing.
Because that matters.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my god. I
We
keep
need more
forgetting about the
tingle.
tingle towers.
Yeah, as an incentive we can play all the tingle games. I'd rather not.
I think it's only spawn after the second level if you do it co-op, so they're so hard to predict.
Getting better at plugging in. Yeah, 7-3 is pretty long. It's the second longest stage, because the last stage is basically 2 stages. If you want, it's still 1 stage, but it's like 12 minutes long, maybe, depending on which route you take. And this stage is like 7:15 if you have like the greatest 7-3 ever. On average, I say like 7:30, up to 8 minutes and more if you're new to the game. And this stage is actually, like, room-wise, it's pretty short. It only has like 12 rooms. But because it's a side view, you can't really do any glitches. Like, this is one thing you can do, it skips the slingshot. It's actually faster because you respawn before the platform returns. So even with the slingshot, it would be faster, just drop down. But we want the fire rod here. And now we just have to climb the tower. Most of the stage is walking through hallways and door frames.
Didn't someone time it? How long exactly it takes?
Yeah, but I forgot how much it is. And my voice is dying. There are a few glitches you can perform in this stage, but with most of them you would softlock. That's not really useful. But you can do some funny things here.
You can't even do anything here in co-op, and co-op usually, if single player doesn't work nowadays, co-op just saves the day, but this stage is just too strong.
Yeah, it's a stupid side view. You can't do anything about it. The whole theme of this stage is like you switch between the feather and the fire rod all the time. So you have like jumping sections and then ice.
Shoutouts to Rodrigo.
You didn't even do it.
Do I have to?
I mean, why the shoutouts button? Shaking my head. Okay, if you drop down only 3 of the forms, I guess, you can do like a quick strategy here.
Ooh, I got it. Nice.
Kinda.
Yeah,
It worked out.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Oh.
Because this game has like a weird glitch when you throw something mid-air and touch the drums. Link froze, kinda, and he can't jump anymore, and he like starts sliding as if he's on ice. And you lose some time to recover from it. And you want the gems.
Yeah. I'll get all of them.
And here you can clip through the frozen frog, but you would softlock, kinda. Rip speed frog. It's not a... But because you still need the fire rod here, and you can't clip through the ice tiles. Because how FMC works, the formation menu clipping is that you can only clip through actors And under some conditions, if you can get inside tiles, well, then you can clip through tiles, but normally you can only clip through actors. So there's a tile wall, you can't do anything about it. And coming up is a really stupid jump that everyone does, and I don't agree. But it's very precise, and you deserve this. Die.
Wow.
Die.
You're motivating me.
I know. It's like super precise because you're not really supposed to do that. You can't just throw a link over when you jump. And it's very easy and basically as fast, but nobody wants to do it.
Jump is easy though, so...
Yeah, you drop down twice. Free. A fun fact about this room, when you enter you can just hold down and you leave before the wall spawns and blocks you. And then you can continue because the enemies will never spawn and you have to kill them to spawn the bridge. But you can't, so... And that could happen to any casual player that just holds down when he enters the room. Or they rather.
I have like no gems.
You're fine. You can get 200 in the boss fight room, and the thing drops 20s anyway, so... Yeah, well, finally a boss fight.
This boss can be quite annoying because of the other ice it spawns. First some switches though.
Switches have interesting mechanics because they always stop you. And in co-op they're kind of broken. Yeah. So you get 20s here. Should be enough. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the second phase you have to hit the eye. And it has pretty great hitboxes. If it's facing away from you, you can't really hit it because it will block everything.
Get down here.
Or it freezes you mid-air.
This guy's trolling me.
And here you have to do this mid-air down thrust attack. If you don't do that, the boss recovers and you have to redo everything.
That was kind of a bad boss, but that wasn't really my fault. He just kept flying upwards for some reason.
Yeah, it happens. Despite being like 7.3 isn't very glitch heavy, but it's super difficult to get a good time in it because it's all execution. This, except for the boss, if you get unlucky. But yeah, we finally have rescued Zelda. 1 world is left. And here's where Japanese comes into play.
Yeah,
Because 8.1 has a lot of spots where you can jump slash doing a jump, where you can transition doing a jump slash, because the jump slash actually puts you mid-air. And they have put walls there, which are like super small. You can walk against them, but as soon as you jump slash, you can transition. And doing that, you break the entire stage. It looks really impressive. And it also has a lot of formation hovers. I mentioned
are
that.
super exciting.
Yeah, formation hovers are pretty hype for viewers. I guess I won't explain them because then they aren't as interesting anymore. Maybe afterwards.
You can also softlock very easily in this stage, so it might happen.
That's okay. We have so much time left.
Yeah, that's true.
So here we do the jump slash and transition, and we do it here again, floating over the sky,
If I can.
and skipping a feather, and moonpole and some shenanigans.
Jump slashes are 2 frames, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's like
I'm slow.
some fun fact. You have to press B and the direction input within 2 frames if you want to do a jump slash. So in a regular 30 FPS game, that will be like 1 frame. And if you're new to this game, it's actually like difficult to jump slash on demand. And this is the last lobster fight, finally in heaven. And he gives you 3 patterns. And this was... I was too busy talking, I think the second best.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst one.
So coming up, I'm gonna shut up. Okay. Just
Take it safe, though.
go to
Yeah.
the left.
Yeah, I'll take it
So
safe.
we transition here, but we use spawn over the void, and you would fall down infinitely because your spawn point is set to the void. So if you fall down, you spawn there and fall down again and die. And you would do that infinitely until you don't have any lives left. However, there's a super small window where you can press L, where you could also change your direction, and that prevents you from falling down, and you can continue the formation hover. And if you fail it, you have to restart and it wastes a minute. So that's pretty scary. And there's one runner that just doesn't do it because he can't do it consistently. And there's another route where you have to get the hammer and the key to remove the key block. And here you do a jump slash off a formation hover to transition here. If you transition one tile more to the left, you have the same thing where you just fall down infinitely. And formation hover hype. A great technique. It sounds good, I guess. But yeah, this skips using the elevator.
The Dongo defense?
And there are 3 ways to skip the dongos. This one is the death push.
I don't know if this works.
Should be, maybe.
Looks a bit sketchy.
You die and push red into the actor while you die. Okay,
Yeah.
that didn't work. It's very well, it's somewhat precise. This is a different method you can do. It's like FMC again, but it's like a snowball skip in 7-1 where he rolls through the snowball. But if you miss the frame here,
This looks better.
yeah, then you get hit immediately.
Yeah, just do it as a backup. Usually you do this red because it's a lot safer and easier. So,
Yeah, mixing it up is the best way to do it. Because you can also lose gems when you get hit, and then you might have to go back in time. This was still very good.
no soft lock, so
Yeah.
that's good.
And there's also an old method for the dongle skip, and it involves a lot of shouting links and dying, and it's really obscure. It's on YouTube if anyone's interested. It has great sound effects.
We also skipped the only stage that has King Dodongo.
Oh yeah, it actually spawns King Dodongo, the blue. It's like a really big blue Dodongo.
Also dies in the 3 hits.
And it has
Does
L2
it?
bombs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm really sad. But so,
Please.
more side view sections. A2 has...
Interesting things.
Yeah, has some nice soft locks. And some impressive visual things. We're gonna skip bombs soon, but before that, we're gonna do a very precise arrow shot. Coming up on the next screen, so I'm gonna wait a bit. So here you can shoot, you have to shoot 4 eyes. But if you're on a very specific spot, like really very precise, like 1 pixel probably, you can shoot them horizontally like that. And the setup is really free. You just reunite, so Link is fixed on a specific spot, and you side hop. And now we do bomb skip. These cloud transitions can be broken. We throw red here and let him drop. And then he will respawn on the cloud and we trigger the transition, leaving the other links behind. And they are now completely out of bounds, somewhere far, far away, and it breaks the textures. And now we can... Dude, you're so fast!
Sorry.
We reunite with green, who is like super far out of bounds, so the other links get lifted upwards. And if you switch to red, in a specific timing, you can like walk out of the cloud to the right. And skips going through all the GBA screens on that screen and getting bombs. And fun fact, you can only skip bombs because on this screen there are 2 stone wall brick things, the stones here. You can destroy them with a down thrust attack. In other stages this is not possible for whatever reason. There's like a different tile set, and there it doesn't work. So thanks to that we can skip bombs. It's a big coincidence.
But because of it, we have to use bad strats for the Wizrobe fight in a second.
Yeah, that's the downside. I would save a lot more time. But we need a lot of gems still, and the Wizrobes here, you have to kill them with a sword. Or bombs, but we don't have bombs anymore. If you shoot them with the arrow, they won't drop any gems. And we desperately need gems. So we have to like do this. That's like a facet strategy, but it's super precise and difficult. So we just do this.
That room is just quite annoying in general.
But you're fine on gems now.
Yeah.
And this is hammer skip. It's like a specific form of formation hover, where you hover along the wall. And then you have to curve around this corner, it's kind of precise. And here you can hop onto the floor again with red and switch. If you transition like slightly lower, you're stuck either in the wall or you will drop down. It's super difficult to recover, so you have to be careful. And here's another jump, a jump slash off a formation hover.
How?
You
How did that still work?
Formation hovers are kind of strange. You have only like, there's like a frame rule or something where you can only transition on certain frames. Or get onto land or other things. Formations are strange. But okay. Glitched through everything. Oh no, it's a short boss fight. Don't forget you have a bow.
Yeah.
Okay. We can just stunlock this soldier. And fun fact, if you shoot soldiers with the bow, they drop 5 gems for each bow hit. It's kinda strange. Like no other enemy does that. But if you really need gems, those big skeletons in the jewel fight, they can't die by bow shots, so you can shoot them infinitely, and they will drop as many gems as you've shot them. And I've got like 7,000 gems there. And this is good sounds. It was like another gap skip with the roll method, like in 5.1, just horizontally.
I'm gonna attempt this a few times here.
Okay, this is the Shadowlink fight skip.
Okay.
That was good. This Shadowlink fight takes forever. It's like a really big fight with 10, 12 Shadowlinks. They keep spawning. And there's
That
also
method seems
a
kind
really
of
long
inconsistent, so I usually use another one, but
cutscene.
I got it there, luckily.
So this saves 2 minutes. And it's like
Quite a lot.
fairly simple. It doesn't look impressive. It's like in TP when you get City in the Sky early and you clip through the stage show.
Alright, last level, which is going to be co-op. Till last time waiting for 3 seconds. Also Tingle wants to play with us one last time.
8-3 is the longest stage, even in co-op.
Yeah, but that's because of the final boss, isn't it?
And the... well, don't spoil anything. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, that
so
ended
yeah,
up perfectly for me.
this is the only stage where we do not need gems. Because the barrier is only blocking the entrance. Oh, there's some... okay. The barrier is blocking the entrance to the boss. But the entrance is open. Like you only bypass the barrier and you can go to the boss. You don't need to destroy the barrier and spawn something like you usually have to. So thanks to boomerangs, oh shit. Thanks to boomerangs we can just walk upwards, and we just did trial skip where you have to do 4 different trials with 4 items. And you have to get 4 moon pearls and step onto 4 switches, and then you can open the door. It takes a considerable amount of time. You do SBA.
Do we have time for donation?
Sure. No.
Okay, just say
Yeah,
tell when you're ready.
it's just Adi.
Okay. This is the final boss, so you can read the donation.
All right. have $10 from Anonymous. Says, yo, this is a donation to hear Zed commentating. Thank you very much. So here we go. And of course, best of luck to the runners. It's really cool to see the Minish Cap runner I've heard so much about in person.
Shout out to
I
ToadsWoot.
wonder who that is.
Minish Cap is stealing everything. So yeah, with this boss you have to throw the bombs correctly. So good stuff. Whatever, man. And I have to grab the bow.
You have to wait about 4 seconds until you throw the bomb, and I just miscounted. One more?
It's like a lot more in
God.
2-player mode. Or
Yeah,
co-op.
this phase takes forever in co-op.
Okay. So you can shoot. I have to stun Wadi and then you down thrust like this.
Okay, that was at least good. So I'm gonna prepare myself here in the cannon while Yadra is going to hopefully defeat this boss very quickly.
I mean, if Wadi cooperates, I can try. But
I'll just stay on the screen so you can kind of see what's going on. After a time, it shoots me out automatically. So.
okay. I stun him. Or not, because the spawn wasn't. Okay, that's like a quick kill or stun rather. Okay, I have to wait. That's okay. It's not like we're in a hurry. Dodge.
This guy is too good. Alright.
Okay. And that's Wadi.
It's not quite done yet though.
No spoilers.
So, in every Zelda there's a tradition, I guess. Every Zelda game has to have a collapse.
It doesn't.
A lot of them do.
The good ones, right?
Yeah. And so of course this one also has one. Which is usually not very interesting, but once again, since we have 2 boomerangs, co-op can do a few things. Oops.
Okay, maybe I can do the strategy here. Like, go away. It's really difficult to do with the GBA. I wanna get it. I'm gonna waste time to
No,
do this.
don't.
One try. Let me think for a second. Okay, I partially got it. Whatever. I'm sad now. It's the best part of the run.
It's not. We don't need it.
You're an infidel. Don't believe. That's great. Whatever. So yeah, the escort is pretty relaxing, kinda. There's no time limit or anything that would like forces you to hurry. Only when you're a child, you're like scared. At least I was, because everything's collapsing. But that's no rush, really. And Zelda is taking her time too.
Yeah,
So-
auto scrollers like usual, so you can't really do much.
I mean,
else.
you can't lose time here. It's not really exactly an auto scroller,
Yeah.
but you can.
It is
There's
really-
only a certain like. Well, it's,
It's a soft lock.
maybe. Okay, we'll see. Okay. You can actually softlock here. There are many softlocks in Collapse, ironically. I
Just gonna
accidentally
die.
stepped off the switch, and if you crush Zelda in a specific way, she like doesn't move anymore. She's just like spinning in place, and you have to redo all of A3 again, which in a single player run is
More difficult?
5 minutes, 6. With Wally is like 6 or 7 minutes,
Yeah.
and you can also softlock here in single player if you don't have the feather anymore, because Zelda's waiting for you to talk to her. But you already went down and you can't get up again. So. And there are other soft locks, like this collapse, good stuff.
Oh, we need to.
Yeah, this collapse isn't. There's another soft lock where when we reunite, when she tries to talk to you, you soft lock, so. Kind of scary.
Yeah, you
Just-
do.
Okay. But we managed to get to the end without soft locking, so that's great.
It's quite scary at this part. For no reason, it's a collapse. You also have still inputs there while you're falling down.
Yeah,
Nice.
in single player, you can freeze the screen with the information menu, and then the fade out disappears, and you're still in the collapse instead of the fight. Yeah, now we have the actual final fight.
But who would have thought? He takes longer to appear than I thought. Yeah, which who would have thought is Ganon?
Surprise.
You can actually die quite easily here. In fact, we're going to die a few times.
Yeah, the concept is fairly simple. You
Yeah,
just want to perform jump slashes or spin attacks. They deal the same amount of damage, most it can do right now. And he's supposed to do a lightning phase. And when he does that, we just jump slash against into him all the time to get damage, and then we can't, like now. He spawns moon portals, and if you get sucked in, you have to do some stuff in the shadow world. So we just like get hurt to avoid getting into the shadow world.
Nice.
That's fine, I guess. Just take my link, can deal more damage. But we shouldn't die both. Huh? Okay.
Okay.
Nice, didn't die. Can still die. So, last phase is traditional tennis.
Time is coming up very soon.
Well, in a minute or so.
Yeah, but just pre-prepared. Alright, this is RNG. He's supposed to shoot these things at you.
So in multiplayer, each player has a chance to deflect the energy ball, but it always starts with green because green is player 1. So Toad has to do this, and I'm just keeping Zelda in place here. Usually she will walk around at the bottom, but we want her to be in this position to get a quick shot at the end.
Alright, 2 more.
Also, RNG manipulation.
Dude, did it. Time.
Time. Too fast.
Wow. Alright. Besides a few interesting mistakes, it was actually
Everything
quite
was
good.
saved.
Yeah, it was quite good overall, especially single player levels.
Hashtag flawless.
Went a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, you played well.
Practice paid off.
And we have a pretty good time.
Quite far under the estimate.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, but it's okay. A shout outs to the Flawless Speedrunner Asylum and the FSA Discord.
Yeah, and especially shout out to Z-Master, who is really good at this game.
And WeBe and Dan Ray and the Mageling And
That's
hope
a
it's not lost.
flawless asylum, dude.
And if you mention the master, I have to mention
I
everyone else
guess.
too. I hope I didn't forget anything. Anyone. Shoutouts to Rodrigo. We didn't.
And one last result screen.
Oh yeah, but that's not no part of the timing anymore.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this game, even if you haven't played it before. But I do think the speedrun is quite interesting and very, very difficult. So it should have been quite interesting to watch, I think. Even though it's quite long, but oh well.
Yeah, well, single player runs are rare, but multiplayer runs are like non-existent because
Yeah.
the few FSA runners we have, most of them are spread out in the USA, and then we have V2. But having 2 FSA runners in one room is pretty rare, so
That's true.
I wish we could do more runs. My brain's dead. But yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
I hope you enjoyed this comedy.